Hi viewers of IBIEC, I am Muradin on behalf of Dr. Hafsa will presenting our innovation product called Accounting Simulation Template. Following are the flow of our presentation. To start my presentation, Accounting Simulation Template is an innovation product for teaching and learning activities. This template basically to assist non-accounting students, especially social science cluster, namely Bachelor of Administrative Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing, Finance, and Business Economy, and also a Bachelor of Science, Tourism Management. So these non-accounting students are required to register and pass the course known as Fundamental Financial Accounting and Reporting. So this course is designed to provide fundamental understanding of the basic accounting concepts, principles and techniques of double entry system for sole proprietorship and partnership business. And also last one to develop students with skill in preparing financial statement. So the faculty has outlined three course learning outcomes for the course, namely to apply knowledge of financial accounting and reporting for sole proprietorship and partnership, to perform communication skill in tasks related to financial accounting and reporting for sole proprietorship or partnership, and to demonstrate interpersonal skills in tasks related to the accounting simulation project. Alright, next I'm going to explain why we came out with the idea of accounting simulation template. So basically to measure the student performance throughout the 14 weeks of lecture, so they are required to sit for tests, present a video presentation, and also submit a report on accounting simulation project. However, it is noted that not all students have accounting background. Therefore, the level of understanding varies. Those with accounting knowledge will be able to cope better with the syllabus of the course. But for those with no accounting background, the study of accounting becomes an uphill task. So, to narrow the gap between students with and without the accounting background, we introduce the accounting simulation template into the process of learning with the objective of making the process fun and enjoyable to the students. So, furthermore, this template will facilitate the achievement of CLO number 3, which is to demonstrate interpersonal skill in tasks related to the accounting simulation project. Students that are enrolling for fundamental financial accounting and reporting are required to prepare a group report on accounting simulation project. So this accounting simulation project will carry 25% of their total marks, right? So basically, the project or report cover introduction, contents, and conclusion. So this accounting simulation template or the template will help on the content parts of the report. So the accounting simulation template will consist of objective and instruction, business transaction, journals, ledger, and trial balance. All right, viewers, next I'm going to discuss or to show you the detail of the accounting simulation template. Okay, for this section, I'm going to discuss a brief on the accounting simulation template. So there are 6 steps of this accounting simulation template. Start with the objective and ends with trial balance. So for the objective, basically giving the idea of what are the skills that the students should acquire with this, with their simulation project, with the accounting simulation project. So basically this accounting simulation project will cover the course learning outcome number 3 of the course, okay, fundamental financial accounting and reporting course. On the second tab is the instruction. Okay, the instruction of the group project or accounting simulation project where they are going to require to set up the business, and then the minimum and maximum of the transaction should be created, and the detailed requirement of the transaction that they should create, report requirement, report format, okay, and additional notes. So I'm going to explain further how this template will help in the process of preparing the format. So basically this template, the accounting simulation template, will help in the process of preparing the content of this of their report, of the students report. So the content should consist of business transactions, journal, ledger, and trial balance. Right? So first thing first is on the business transaction. So the students should create a business transaction that according to this format, okay, to this instruction. Okay, so there should be capital contribution, purchases with minimum 3 purchases and 1 cash sales, purchases of non-current assets, payment to supplier with minimum 2 transaction at least, collection or receipt from customer at least 2 transaction, payment of operating expenses with a minimum of 1 transaction, revenue received, this is referred to other revenue, 1 transaction, non-current liability, drawings of goods and drawing of cash, and return, okay, sales return and purchases return. Okay, so the transaction should have date of transaction and the business transaction. Yeah, so it is advised for the student to prepare transaction for 1 month only. Okay, starting from 1 like for example 1 August till 31st of August. And then after creating the transaction, they are going to transfer the transaction into journal. So there are 7 types of journal: general journal, purchases journal, sales journal, purchases return journal, sales return journal, and cash received journal, and the last one is cash payment journal. So each transaction created should be transferred to respective journal or to the appropriate journal. Okay, and then from the journal, the student will post the journal into a ledger. Okay, there are 3 types of ledger: general ledger, sales ledger, and purchases ledger. Okay, so the student will transfer from the journal into ledger, to appropriate ledger, and then close the account or the ledger, and then transfer the balance into trial balance. Okay, so for debit balance of the ledger or account should be recorded in the debit column of the trial balance, and then the credit balance of the account or ledger posted into credit column, and the total of the debit should be equal to total of the credit. Yeah, so that is how it may help the student. So after completing this template, they should copy the whatever items into their report in Words document. Okay, so like for example, they may record copy this transaction after they have completed the transaction, copy and paste into the content section of their report. Okay, and similarly for the journal. Okay, for the journal they have to copy 1 by 1 of the journal. Okay, and then similarly for their ledger, okay, copy each of the account into the report part, and also the Last is trial balance. Okay, copy the trial balance into their report in Words document. Yeah. So that is how it now help the student in the process of preparing their report. Okay. In order to assess the impact and benefit of accounting simulation template, an online survey distributed to the students taking fundamental financial accounting and reporting course during semester of March-August 2022. A total of 19 students responded to the online survey. Respondents are from different programs, namely Bachelor of Administrative Science, 26.3%, a Bachelor of Business Administration, Marketing, 26.3%, Finance, 21.1%, and Bachelor of Science, Tourism Management, 26.3%. This survey also shows that 78.9% of respondents did not have an accounting education background during their secondary school, while 21.1% of respondents had an accounting education background during their secondary school. UITM students enrolling for fundamental financial accounting and reporting course are required to prepare a group report for accounting simulation project, which this project basically cover creating a business transaction, journal, ledger, and trial balance. Majority of the students find it difficult to prepare the accounting simulation project. So this is supported with a finding which show that 74% of the respondents say that it is difficult to prepare the accounting simulation project, while 26.3% of the respondents say it is not that difficult to prepare the project. And this percentage is quite consistent with the percentage of the student with and without prior accounting knowledge in their secondary school. Yeah. Meanwhile, 84% of the respondents said that the accounting simulation template will benefit or facilitate the process of preparing the accounting simulation project. Meanwhile, 16% said that it will not really benefit or facilitate that. This is consistent with the a student with prior knowledge or prior accounting knowledge during their secondary school. Yeah, so probably because these 60% find that they can prepare the accounting simulation project without the assistance or help from this accounting simulation template. Following are the implementation strategy of the accounting simulation template. First, at the UiTM Sabah branch level, first is to design and develop the accounting simulation template, and then to send to the resource person for the vetting purpose. And then second, at the resource person level, to vet the template and to approve for use in the teaching and learning of fundamental financial accounting and reporting SAC 407, and to circulate to all campuses that teach the course, which is SAC 407. For lecturer in charge to adopt the template in the teaching methodology for SAC 407 and to pass it on to all teaching lecturers in the campus. And at the teaching lecturer level, to adopt the template in the teaching methodology for SEC 407 and to discuss and distribute to the students. To wrap up our presentation, we believe that when accounting simulation template is incorporated into the teaching methodology of fundamental financial accounting and reporting, it will help to narrow down the gap between students with and without the accounting background. It will also facilitate the process of learning and make the learning fun and enjoyable. In addition, it will also help to achieve CLO3 of the course.